Hey guys, welcome to Perfumes with Crisi. It's time for a review. A review of a perfume. I will immediately show it to you, but I guess some of you that already know about this brand from the covering will immediately understand what perfume house I'm talking about. But before revealing it to you, it's a review of a perfume that I've been owning since last year. It's 1 year, full year, since I've been having this perfume, using this perfume, and I've been sometimes seduced, sometimes intrigued. It's a strange in a good way perfume. It's a tricky one. It's from Montale, of course, as you can see. Well, Montale, it's a good. This perfume, it's 100 milliliters, and I guess it was around $100, 90 or 80 euros, because I live in Europe. Anyway, it's not very pricey for such a quality perfume, but this perfume is a little bit destroyed in presentation, and the bag is quite worn out because I've been taking it around with me a lot while I traveled. Show you what's inside. It's Sensual Instinct. So I'm talking about Sensual Instinct from Montale. It's not new because this perfume was released in 2019, and people name it in a lot of ways. Some said hate it, some say it's in reality sensual and instinctual, and I don't really know even now after 1 year what to exactly tell you. When I smell it, I wanted to repurchase. When I'm not using it, not seeing it, I forget about it. When time comes to travel, I think about it and I'll take it with me. Because last year especially, when I was away for holidays for a longer period of time, I had this one and only this one, so I won't carry a lot of bags. And it did a really good job. However, I'm not using it daily, I'm not even using it monthly. I forget about it for long periods of time because I have other more attractive perfumes from my perspective, in my point of view. When I smell this perfume, and let me also tell you that the perfume does not change. It is the same from the very day I opened it. The bottle doesn't have a cap on. It has a security pin here with like a pendant with the Montale logo, but I've lost it in my first travel because it was unpractical to you put it here on the neck of the bottle to stop the perfume from being sprayed randomly. However, I lost it immediately, and when I was putting it and taking it off, this head used to fall away, so it was unpractical and I didn't get any accident with the bottle. But as I was saying, this one smells the same from the day one till now, 1 year later. Smells the same from the spray on your skin or on your clothes till the washing time because it persists on your clothes, on your skin. What I don't like about this perfume that much is that it doesn't really project like crazy. It's not Beast. It's more of a skin level perfume, although you get to spread it in the air when you move around, but it's not such a statement perfume, but it's a very, very persistent one. That's why I was using also when I went to the seaside, and even if I entered the sea and swim. When I got out of the sea and the water, I was still smelling somewhat like Sensual Instinct. Sometimes I don't really find it very feminine, although it's sweet. The first thing I notice about it when I smell it, it's like a juice, like a fruity juice, like a fresh juice from oranges, pears, with a lot of honey and spritzling water. This is what I feel from it, with some pine bark in it. This is what I feel. It has none of these ingredients, however. Nothing, and I will read you in an instant the ingredients. What you can also feel in the perfume, if you're really paying attention, you can feel a slight shade of rose, but just a slight shade. Let me spray it on. Come on, spray it on. So I feel this fresh juice on me with honey. It has no honey in it, no sugar in it. It has vanilla, I guess, although they don't mention vanilla on the notes. But I guess it has some vanilla. Though the smell is that of pear honey sweetness from a fresh squeezed fruits. It doesn't have fruits. They say the top note in this perfume, in Sensual Instinct, is roasted coffee beans. No, I feel nothing like a coffee. Not even a slight coffee smell. What they consider coffee, I would rather consider the blend of the cedar wood, because it has in the base note cedar wood with the rose. And I guess this is the smell that I perceive. And I feel nothing like coffee or coffee beans, nothing roasted, nothing leathery, no way. Then, so this is the top note, only roasted coffee beans. I don't even perceive it when I spray the first time. So no coffee smell. Then they say the middle notes are pralines and rose. Rose, I told you, you can slightly feel this is not a rosy perfume. If you are a lover of rose perfumes, this is not something that you can take into consideration, because the rose note is very, very faint. It brings a certain sophistication, but it's not a straightforward rose. And this is something that I like, because sometimes the rose is the master note inside the perfume, and it conquers everything and it covers a lot. So here it's such a backstage rose that even if you don't like rose in your perfumes, you can purchase this one, because it won't bother you. And also I don't feel something very flowery, although a tiny bit of flower you get there. But I would say it's more of a delicate rose bouquet with every type of flower, kind of flowery vibe in the perfume. Then pralines, no, I don't find pralines in here. I only find that sweetness that I consider to be a honey type of note, like in the honey type perfumes. So if you're a lover of honey perfumes, this has honey. And I think, though I never smelled honey oud from Montale, and I wanted to purchase it, but I'm a little bit afraid, so you can help me out here, guys. If you have honey oud, tell me if it's worth it. Tell me if it's something to be crazy about. Tell me if it's persistent. I understood it's more persistent and even more projecting. It's very, very well blended, like in a cocktail. So I would rather tell you that this perfume smells like a cocktail, a fruity cocktail, sweetened with honey, and with quite a strong boozy accord. This is a boozy, boozy. Some people say they are reminded of wine, and I can understand why. I don't particularly feel the wine, but I feel something boozy. And I understand why people sometimes compare it with Baccarat Rouge, because it has that animalic feel, leather-like, but it has no leather. I can tell you, I don't perceive leather. Just something in that type of accord, which is intriguingly attractive. This is not a straightforward attractive perfume. It's intriguingly attractive. It stays on your skin. It doesn't project much, only close to your skin from the very beginning. If you move like this, as I move when I speak and I explain, yeah, you can attract some attention, but minimalistic. I was never asked what I wear, except one time one lady asked me what I'm wearing, but I had a mixture between Sensual Instinct on my skin and on my clothes, and overall the finishing line I put something from Swiss Arabian, which was very sweet. So I'm not exactly sure if she liked the accords in Sensual Instinct or the sweetness in Swiss Arabian one, or the general mixture. I don't know. It's sometimes too little. It's not a spectacular perfume, but it has that intriguingness. It has a slight sensuality, but it's not the most sensual perfume out there, not the more attraction grabbing perfume. I like the quality, so I don't really know. I still have a little bit left. I guess it's because I don't see the bottle is very light. This is like aluminium or something. This is a very good thing to have when you travel. It's not glass, so you won't break it. It's resistant. I still have like 13 milliliters or maybe 25 milliliters in. I don't know what to say, if I want to repurchase it or not. But at the same time, I would like to have it in my collection. So I don't want to completely use it. But sometimes I want to use it. Sometimes, let me tell you also this thing. Sometimes I get the impression that it has some apple. Instead of pear or other fruits, it has some apple in, and it's not the case. It's very succulent, it's very juicy sometimes. Sometimes dry, sometimes juicy. Then it becomes dry. Sometimes interesting, sometimes not enough. Sometimes reliable, other times too little. So it's quite a dilemma with this one. Sometimes it's too of a nice girl or rather of a nice boy perfume, because it's not that sweet to make it overly feminine, but it's very good for a feminine person. So here you have it. It's a good, unclear, undefined perfume, which I don't want to completely put aside. Something more seductive. If you have some recommendation, they will be much appreciated. Till next time, thank you very much, guys. Send you much love and many kisses.